but what can you actually purchase with one of these things right here? What can you do with this thing right here? How many things could you have purchased when you were younger for a single dollar? What can you get for one Federal Reserve note right now? What can you purchase for this piece of paper right here?
For that now, 2017, you
I'm in
can
the streets
buy.
again. Today, I'm actually out here to share a visual aid I came up with called Dollarcation, and it gives an idea of the difference between a Federal Reserve note and a silver coin, and to share this with people to get their thoughts on it in regards to purchasing power. The goal is to just talk to as many people as I can, get this information to people's hands, and see who's willing to talk to me. So let's hit the streets and see who's willing to talk to me. With my man, what's your name one more time?
Jerome.
Jerome. So I went with Jerome, but what can you actually purchase with one of these things right here?
$1 worth of something.
$1 worth of something. So how about when you were younger, you know, say when, 11, 10, 12, could you have purchased more with this piece of paper here?
Yes, I could.
Just give me some examples of things you probably purchased when you were younger.
Bags of chips and candies, like bubble gums, the 5-cent bazooka bubble gum.
5-cent bazooka bubble gum, good deal. So basically, when you were younger, you were able to purchase more of this piece of paper than you are now.
Yes.
Do you know why that is?
Inflation, I guess.
Good point.
Bam! Just like that. That's all there is to it.
Inflation. So inflation in and of itself depreciates our currency. And so just take a minute, look at that, and let me know if anything stands out as being something of interest to you.
The shopping carts are getting smaller.
So basically, in 2017, what you can purchase for one Federal Reserve note is what? A bag of chips, give or take. But yet, on an alternative sense of money, I have a silver coin right here next to it. And as you see over time, same type of process until most recently, due to inflation, as you mentioned it. So at the end of this day, purchasing power of fiat paper goes down. What would it look like, say, 2027 for the Federal Reserve note, in your opinion?
So you have to start doing smaller portions of food.
That's a good one there. Or perhaps say this bag of chips in 10 years from now costs $2 or $3, as you put, because of inflation. Familiar with the whole idea of silver and its monetary value?
No, sir.
Do you happen to own any silver?
Nope.
Nope. So, based upon this visual aid here, do you see the importance two options you have of what would be considered money?
Sort of a little bit.
I got my man Jesse here, volunteered to talk to me. And so, Jesse, what can you do with this thing right here? A pop or a bag of potato chips? How about when you were a kid? What could you have done with this?
Candy bar.
Candy bar? So basically more than one or two things. Right. So we stand in front of Dollar Tree, and basically if you go to Dollar Tree, you're gonna spend $1 plus tax. So you really can't purchase that much anymore, right? In your opinion, why is that?
I don't know why we put taxes on them. They shouldn't put taxes on them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Now, so I want to share this visual aid with you here that I came up. It's called Dollarcation. And so basically it's my idea of trying to educate more people on understanding, as it says here, the difference between a Federal Reserve note, which is this thing here, and a silver coin. So if you can, take a quick look at that and let me know what stands out as something that might be odd. Anything look a little funny on there? How about, let me help you out. How about with one Federal Reserve note in 2017, you can purchase one bag of chips. And with one silver coin in 2017, you can purchase basically 4 or 5, 6, maybe 7 items, depending on what you want to purchase.
We couldn't do it.
Huh?
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it? So you couldn't do it with both of them or one of them? Which one? With the paper? So basically here, so if you'd have had a couple of these things here, are you familiar with the monetary importance of silver? So when you were younger, we had silver certificates and things like that. Now, do you use silver or use silver as a store of value or anything like that today for yourself?
No, I don't.
No, you don't? Now, just the paper is all you use. So most of us just use the paper. And so what I'm trying to say here is there's a difference between the two, of which nowadays in the environment we're in now, it'd be worthwhile to try to understand a little bit of everything. Because as you see, the paper has gone down, but what? The silver has gone up. So at the end of the day, if you want to preserve some purchasing power, you want to actually keep some money you work hard for, it'd be worthwhile to try to, do something a little different with it. You know what I'm saying? Just taking time to talk to me. And enjoy your day. And that visual aid is for you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Hi there. I'm on the streets. What's your name?
Kiera Martin.
Kiera Martin. And so what were your first thoughts of that visual aid there on purchasing power?
Of course, you get more back in the day than you get now.
Do you know why that is?
No.
All right, good point. So a lot of people are not aware of how our monetary system runs and the people who actually control this piece of paper we call the Federal Reserve note. Right. So what I'm trying to do is basically get more information into the hands of the people that need it. And so basically it starts with the idea that because of inflation, which is a monetary policy, so did you know that the Federal Reserve Board, the people who actually control that piece of paper, they have a mandate where they want to basically tax you 2% every year, which takes away your purchasing power? Were you aware of that?
No.
And so imagine a 2% tax every year compounding over time, how much more purchasing power you'll lose over time.
Right.
So basically it makes it harder for you to save money if it's always been taken away from you.
Right.
So when it comes to going to buy goods such as things in a dollar store, it's going to get more expensive.
Right.
And so how many things could you have purchased when you were younger for a single dollar?
4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yes.
And today maybe one. Right. So my goal is to basically help people understand that, you know, if you turn to the other side, this thing here, are you familiar with the idea of silver in our monetary system?
No.
That silver basically is money, and it's been part of our monetary history for thousands of years probably. And so basically what I'm trying to tell people is that, you know, it's better to know the difference between a Federal Reserve note and a silver dollar coin, and how important it is to have a little bit of both. You can go out and do a little more research for yourself, and then think about diversifying just a little bit so you'll be prepared for the days ahead. All right, appreciate you talking to me. What's your name, my man?
Ken.
So I gave you a visual aid of something I call dollarcation. Take a quick glance at it and let me know what your thoughts are based upon what you see.
Oh, okay.
Anything stand out there that looks kind of, you know, different or interesting? So you pointed at the silver dollar. So are you aware of silver in our monetary system?
Not really.
Prior to 1965, silver in and of itself is money, and the Federal Reserve note is a substitute for money.
Oh, okay.
And so as you see here, this graph here, with just the Federal Reserve note over time, you see how that's going down and that one's going up.
Oh, okay.
And then it goes down to the very bottom of what can you get for one Federal Reserve note right now? A bag of chips, if that.
Right.
Now, when you were a kid, what could you have purchased for one single dollar?
Purchasing the chip, cake, Snickers.
A lot of things. And so my question is, do you know why that is? Why you can't purchase as much as you could back then today?
I think it's been sky high.
Sky high? So base prices go up. Do you know why that is?
Taxes.
Taxes is one, and then also there's another tax that not too many people know about, and it's called inflation. And so just to give you an idea, the Federal Reserve Board, they're the people who kind of control our monetary system.
Oh.
And their policy is to tax you at least 2% at a minimum every year. So you're always going to lose purchasing power over time just using the Federal Reserve note. So basically at the end of the day, if you see these two forms of money, there's a difference between them. One goes up in value as far as what you can purchase, and the other one goes down.
Yeah, look, it goes up.
It goes up and the other one goes down. So question is, in the long term, which one would you rather have? The one going down or the one going up?
Hey.
All right, so take a look at that a little bit. All right, so I got my man Glenn here, but I asked him a question, you know, how much has he learned about money in school? And your answer was?
Not so much as far as I have, but I really had to teach myself more about it. Then so they do it. So
let me ask you a question. What can you do with this piece of paper right here?
For that now, 2017, you can buy maybe like 4 candies or maybe a bag of chips or like a big pop.
Exactly. And so do you know why that is?
No.
All right, it has something to do with inflation and how over time the fiat currency is what this is. It's not really money, this is a fiat currency or legal tender. Over time this depreciates, so it's devalued constantly, which means you're gonna work harder for this, but it's not gonna work hard for you. So I wanna share this visual aid with you. And so take a look at that and let me know what stands out on this visual aid that might be something of interest to you.
Wow. You know what, it stands out right as soon as I look at it, because it says what you purchased with one Federal Reserve note. And it says in 1913, basically you could walk out with you know, a carton full of stuff, and then you go like maybe, well, let's see, 8 years into the future, then it gets slightly smaller, and then you go now
purchase a bag of chips, like you just said.
Just a bag of chips.
Now watch this. What do you know about, you know, the monetary history in regards to silver and how important it is in our system as far as money?
as far as money.
Are you aware that silver is money?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yep. 4 quarters is $1, so yeah.
Now, do you know what's in what's in the quarters that you probably got in your pocket right now? Do you know what's inside those quarters?
No.
It's not silver. But did you know that prior to 1965, it used to be silver?
Okay.
And so if silver is money, as you can see over time, this graph has gone up while this paper has gone down. But look what you can purchase with one of these silver coins right here today. So I mean, it says $1 on it, but it actually is worth roughly, say, $17, $18 as far as what it can purchase. And what's in silver and such as gold as well, you can purchase more.
Because it carry a value to it.
Yeah, it has intrinsic value.
Okay.
So you're aware of that.
Yeah.
All right, so I finished talking to a couple people, and the overall thoughts were very positive. A lot of people looked at a visual aid and wasn't quite sure what it was or how it relates to them. So I had to explain to them the importance of understanding purchasing power between silver and paper. But overall, I think people are left with something to think about, which is what I'm here for. And so all in all, a lot of people didn't want to be recorded, so I gave out a lot of pamphlets to people, trying to educate them on the subject of monetary history and awareness. So all in all, it's a positive day, getting a chance to speak to people directly and educate them on the subject of money. You know, if you're new to RTD, click the subscribe button for more RTD news updates, as well as scroll down below and click the dollarcation link for yourself so you can share with family and friends to help them monetarily aware on the subject of money and how it relates to them. Other than that, looking forward to bringing more RTD in the streets. Thanks.